Well, a very good evening. Welcome. This is Younib TV News at 9. My name is Joseph Kamau. Welcome to the broadcast. But first, let's have the highlights.
I can assure you that the people of Kenya are the most hardworking, the most learned, na ni watu wa kujituma, na ni watu wa bidii, na ni watu wa ambao they need minimum supervision.
Attacking journalists. It is the very problem we're dealing with of goons and gangs. And it was a very unfortunate situation that some of government officials have been implicated at the county level. We appreciate the fact that the governor has taken administrative action. And the other enforcement-related action.
I think ni mashamba venye ilikuwa imegawa, but they need to come in and then to make sure that anything that happens, it's easy. People will be saved and buildings will be also saved.
Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for keeping it Younib TV. Now, on to our first story. President William Ruto has stated that Kenya requires an additional 7,700 megawatts of electricity to support its manufacturing and industrialization initiatives. While addressing attendees at the foundation-laying ceremony for the Vipingo Special Economic Zone in Kilifi, the president mentioned that the government is establishing special economic zones along with county industrial and aggregation centers to establish Kenya as the entry point to Africa's market.
Tumpigie makofi Mheshimiwa Rais. I can assure you that the people of Kenya are the most hardworking, the most learned, na ni watu wa kujituma, na ni watu wa bidii, na ni watu wa ambao they need minimum supervision. Therefore, we have the right ingredients to have manufacturing in our country and to manufacture and work with global companies to join the global value chain of manufacturing. And I am very confident that Kenya is going to play in that league. And it is because there is greater belief in our country. There is going to be an investment in this special economic zone in Vipingo of $3 billion. And I have friends here from Afri-Exim Bank, from Arise, and from our own local investors, people who are going to work together to unlock the potential, the manufacturing and industrialization potential of Kenya.
Well, now let's shift focus to matters security. Now, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has issued a warning to hired political thugs operating in Homa Bay County and other regions of the country, stating that they will face individual prosecution. Murkomen commended Governor Gladys Wanga for her prompt response in addressing the actions of a county staff member who allegedly hired goons to attack a journalist investigating a purported fraudulent payment scandal within the county government. He made these remarks during the Jukwaa la Usalama security tour in Homa Bay County.
For attacking journalists. It is the very problem we're dealing with of goons and gangs. And it was a very unfortunate situation that some of government officials have been implicated at the county level. We appreciate the fact that the governor has taken administrative action. And the other enforcement-related actions are ongoing. And as I said earlier, this kind of cooperation is really welcomed when the leaders are recognizing that gangs and goons are not useful for our security and for our development and also for our politics. And we will continue taking very firm action against this. This is not an isolated case for Homa Bay. It's happening across. In Kisii, for example, we were told that even the gangs had a particular place where they pick people and torture them. And so we will be taking very stern legal action, arresting these people and taking them to court. And we continue requesting for cooperation of our judiciary to make sure that they get severest punishment and the process, the trials are expedited so that people can get justice. On the question of beach, we continue having many challenges, by the way. The BMUs are really helping us. The beach management units are helping us in security operation and manning the lake and so forth. But we also have challenges because those are the areas where contrabands are being brought in, and including drugs. And therefore, what is called harassment sometimes is when the Coast Guards take very stern action. But and we need to improve that support. So maybe we need meetings between the fishermen and the law enforcement agencies along the lake, and we need understanding and cooperation from the beach management unit and members. But of course, where cases are very viable of unjustified use of force, where people are asking for bribes, or any illegalities committed by law enforcement agencies, we encourage members of public to report them either to the IG or the higher command, or also to IPOA, because we have a responsibility. There is a civilian oversight insofar as the action or inaction on the part of the police.
Now, on other stories, the court has refused to prevent the police from arresting IT expert Diangui Kanyagia while cautioning them against harassing or intimidating him. Diangui's attorney, Mother Karua, who presented a case before Justice Chacha Mutua, informed the court that her client had gone into hiding due to fears of abduction and accused the police of unlawfully entering his residence.
Without warrant. They are required, if they need the property for investigations, to come to court. Even under the Cyber Crimes Act, if you take somebody's computers and gadgets, you go to court for permission to go and read the data. They have not done that. Passports, other documents, they have not come to court in 2 months to seek permission to retain documents and gadgets taken without warrant. These are the abuses we are asking the court to protect the petitioner from, and to also say that the writ of habeas corpus is about protecting individuals from deprivation of personal liberty. So although this case is coming to a close, abuse of power that would deprive one of liberty is something the court is seized of. Most obliged.
Now, on to some sad stories. 2 individuals have lost their lives following a fire that engulfed their residence in Mutua, located within the Kabete constituency. Neighbors who hurried to assist were unable to save the occupants, who have been identified as a man and his girlfriend. According to Kabete Sub-County Police Commander Peter Kimoto, authorities are currently investigating the cause of the fire that occurred at midnight. Jen Githongori, the MCA of Gitaru Ward, has denounced the encroachment on rural roads in the region, stating that it obstructs emergency response efforts.
Pesa watu wawili wale walikuwa pale ndani, ambaye mmoja ni kijana ya mzee mwenye hiyo mboma na msichana mwenye mpaka saa hizi tunajaribu kutafuta alikuwa ni nani. So tunaomba wananchi watulie, tuendelee na uchunguzi, maana hatua imechukuliwa.
I think ni mashamba venye ilikuwa imegawa, but they need to come in and then to make sure that anything that happens, it's easy. People will be saved and buildings will be also saved, so that tuta save watu. So county government, I urge you guys to come, mtengeneze hizi barabara.
Jana alikuwa okolewe, lakini kabla hajaokolewa akarudi nyuma kidogo aokoe msichana. Sasa moto ikawa kubwa sana, ikawa shida.
Well, that story takes us for a short break. We'll be back with more.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. This is Younib TV News at 9. Now, let's move focus to county news, where Catholic Church members in Kuria region are requesting the church administration to consider establishing a diocese in the area. The members say they have found themselves at crossroads in seeking essential services in Homa Bay Diocese, which is several kilometers from Kuria. They say the distance to the diocese has hampered various development activities in the region. They state that schools and hospitals funded by the Catholic Church have been closed, a situation that does not reflect well on the people.
Tunaomba diocese kwa sababu hata Papa Askofu tuliokuwa nayo Bishop Anyoro alikuwa akitembelea parokia zetu tuko nazo 8, na akija anakaa na halmashauri, tunashauriana kulingana na matatizo yenye tuko nayo, si mambo ya kiroho peke yake, pamoja na maendeleo. Mpaka saa hii hatuyaoni mambo kama hayo, ndio sababu imebidi tufuatilie.
Yesu Kristo aliacha kanisa likiwa moja, hakuacha ukabila. Kwa hivyo kama ni masuala ya ukabila ndani ya jimbo la Homa Bay, ndio tunasema uishe, tuweze kukaa wote kama ndugu, na sisi ndio tutaleta hata mwelekeo.
Uweze kuchagua jirani. Mungu mwenyewe ndio anatuambia katika neno lake, mpende jirani yako kama nafsi yako. Lakini sisi hata hivi sasa tuko na mabadri 6. Wote hakuna ile mmoja wao ambaye anaweza kuwa na parokia ambaye anasimamia katika huo uongozi.
Now, on to some other stories. The Kenyan Religious Council has called on the National Assembly to expedite the repeal of the Suicide Act, saying the move will help reduce mental health problems. Speaking at a meeting of mental health professionals, the religious leaders stressed that repealing Section 226 of the Penal Code will provide relief to people suffering from the mental problems.
Are overburdened because of this issue of suicide, and therefore it becomes something that is important for us to prioritize so that we help these people and avoid burying as much.
We commit to using our platforms to 1. Challenge stigma and discrimination related to suicide and mental health. 2. Provide safe spaces within our congregations where individuals can seek help without fear of shame or punishment.
As long as suicide, attempted suicide remains criminalized, we will not be able to collect the correct data, and therefore we shall not make correct investments to prevent further deaths.
We have a common set of human beings for whom the Interreligious Council and the professional bodies owe a duty of care.
Now, in West Pokot County, a man is recovering at Kapenguria Hospital, sorry about that, after being shot when police dispersed a protest by residents of Sina. The residents took to the streets to protest the delay in paving the Chepko-Sina road, saying it was affecting transport and temporarily endangering their lives.
Hata tukiangalia signboard ambayo iko hapa inaonekana hata inasema imekamilika, kwa sababu imechakaa, imeisha, imechukua mwaka 6, kwa sababu ilianza vile tulifambaswa 2021.
Kama Chemole, mtu akiteremuka kama mimi mwanabiashara, nikienda soko Alhamisi, nitalala chini siku 3 kupoteza time kwa sababu ya barabara. Pikipiki inakuangusha, pikipiki inakukongesha ukuta, lakini ukifika nyumbani unalala kwa sababu umechoka.
Viongozi iko wapi na kura yetu iko wapi? Hata juzi sisi ilipoteza mtu na saa hii bado iko mochari, bado kutoa na sababu ya barabara mbaya. Alikuwa hiyo mtu napiga huko na hiyo kura imeenda. Poteza kura. Si hiyo kura imeenda saa hii. Sasa napata nini na imepoteza kura?
Well, it's Kapenguria Hospital. Now, that brings us to the end of our news bulletin at 9. My name is Joseph Kamau. Have yourself a good night's sleep. Bye-bye.